Is we comments. So discussion and consideration about any and addition as previous would like to continue to see safety and security. This would not only match all school districts are supporting and Lebanon County appropriate. We are limited please feel free to contact ways in which together both council and we would urge you to make only in our country, but in our that isn't a crime and violence problem at your bullying incidents at the but that doesn't seem like
them to turn our school culture.
but I would also like to point came up as an issue because while offer of employment made. It was a direct offer. So it's on the agenda. This is the agenda item, and we have
on a personal level, that the school is on lockdown. Supposed to do money if they lock the doors. Make sure that they're taken care of, and you should.
Of education. That's our. It can be forced.
we still want everyone to come to the table, and we want to see how this.
We're not here to go back and forth because this
Right.
isn't the place where we can.
Exactly.
So there's working together to put the CSO or is unable to fill for how terminate the CSO position because all for anything. So the
Because the schools, they talk to many different districts.
We would love to continue this discussion because we but this isn't where we can do that. So if council is willing to do so. So thank you for listening to
Already prior to this.
Yes, I have.
Is there any further questions?
A bit rushed. Is there a reason why?
Solicitor in mid-May. Was the determination dates that were coming up. That's why the school district is much noticed during the summer when there aren't kids in school. So we could do that. So we've had several discussions, and I think that If they didn't know it was coming, they should have.
I was wondering about the executive session.
This employee.
Yeah, was related to,
In that way, was that?
And so we were announcing it.
That it's unfair to that position. You have that.
States that the SR, that it replaced.
Let me- What community service officer? SRO in the school district. Okay? We need to sit back. And as always, our police department will respond. By if our officers have time, in other words, but what we can do we don't. Put any time on the street. So you can't. Correct. But in the interim, but I hope we can.
And how was that position filled? Was he the dad, I believe, maybe was spent looking for
Leave out.
no CS.
I'm saying, are you asking?
That's the last school year.
Since we've had this agreement.
Yeah, since. But Mayor, didn't you just say that
Agreement that's workable, and then we can get someone else. Now, that they're going to stay for about a month and a half. Why, we don't know. I don't. Have CSOs.
Time, if, you know, if we terminate and try to craft something.
Be processed. But we need to revamp this.
Keith's lives, if you would like to
I don't
come
play
up to the
video
microphone.
To someone.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna respond to that.
Columbia Borough School District. All in favor? Aye. Then will you,
I will take care of it.
you will take care of Next, we have resolution. Do I have a motion to adopt resolution 2020? Days. Regard to adopt a period of 30 days. This evening.
What's updated?
Obviously, in order to be enforceable, just enforceable by them. Ordinance, last year, the year before, we include route or other, other for a certain amount of time. Follow it. That was the of the code of ordinances that this is cited to. Now, for some rain here, but should that not happen in the so it could potentially last long. That clear to everyone.
Yeah, what, the first decide to do
Yeah.
for the 4th of July.
Did something very similar to what disallowed fireworks. So
He's here in Lancaster County doing it.
County resolution came out. I think many of them are actually looking at it. I sent it to him, I didn't get any comments back.
the attendees tomorrow at the we're thinking about doing.
Sure.
Not their burn ban, but in their resolution, that's up to the individual municipality. Device that could start. Fine, I just wanted to have something in place, should we feel it's important.
To
Aerial fireworks.
After July 4th.
So that was just for the air. Stuff that's gonna set the grass on fire.
And remember, there's this stops that. We're gonna be chasing, we're gonna.
Get to July 4th, I get about started every year.
You know, hey, there's fires happening all over the continent right now. A real big hurry. Squished into a 2 square mile space with high density.
Ground fireworks.
Yes.
You could possibly.
Right, the municipal. Someone could certainly argue in court that we knew ahead of time that this was a danger. Certainly an argument that could be made.
Can we put into it that we, is it repeal?
Weeks from now, we get 3 inches of rain and the burn ban goes away. This goes away as well. That's just written that way, yes.
Yep. Yeah, at the very bottom of the first page, this ban shall be effective immediately and shall remain in effect as long as the county.
About people who are selling it during that time.
There is, Mark and I had this conversation. Sale of fireworks or the sellers of fireworks. That is very much the purview of this. There's not a lot that you can do to regulate those sellers. So unfortunately, that is not something that you can do.
Are there any other questions, comments, or concerns from the table?
Yeah, I still struggle with this. A lot of people are, I've seen you hear it all summer long. When you put something like this in place, now it's going up to like 28. You know what I mean? I think it's a little extreme. The county has said no burn. I just think, I'm not a big fan of blowing alcohol. That's my piece.
Anyone from the audience would like to comment? Yes, Brad?
And Mayor Lutz, I think, obviously you can't control who's gonna do what with what's purchased, but you don't wanna be responsible for anyone's town hall. It's a responsible decision. That's it.
Anything else?
I just, so does the,
I just had a question. Does the county cover?
In their resolution, they were leaving it up to each municipality to regulate their own.
In terms of,
The Burbank.
oh, right, yeah.
All right. I have a motion by Councilperson Lindner, second by fireworks related devices for a period of 30 days. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed?
No.
And Peter.
That's fine. I shoot
All
it over.
right. Next. Now probably will get on the meeting. Yes, and we always like it. To Lancaster County Planning Commission. By Councilperson Fisher. For formal review and comment prior. And I have a motion by Council. Aye. Anyone opposed? I was actually pretty excited. Exceed $75,000. Expense for $150,000. For us to get these ratings.
I'd say major positive, County, which will go today that we paid
radio that we're looking to acquire is a dual band capable radio. Communicate directly to York County units because of York County either. So if there's a serious help, or if we're responding to a serious incident, school shooting, of communicating directly with your and it's at an extreme discount. So we were very
definite need that we will need communication.
Question on
Thing, all right, is Motorola and
premier,
Okay.
you know, is probably the top. But you 40,000, you know, for a event. I get positive things to say. He's radio, I think, for about a year. And yeah.
I like the cost right
You
now.
are. You are.
We're killing. Yeah, it's
That's included in the quote. So they will actually give us $1,000.
yeah, 42.7. Mhm. Yep. Wonderful. Any other questions?
Yes.
One house.
Like, you know, a car. Voted in a significant discount.
Reprogram.
No, it has a life expectancy of 7 to 10 years.
Anything further? Any other? Make a motion to do this tonight, or are we putting it off?
Let's go.
All right, so I have to authorize the Columbia Borough Police Department to purchase new all right. the new radios. And it'll keep keep the officers happy as well.
You will.
I know.
Because you're talking about the body worn.
All right, staff reports, comments, and announcements, Solicitor Gable.
I don't have anything. Sorry.
Take them out, Secretary of Treasurer, Mr. Stivers.
In light of time and things coming up, I'll keep this short. I just want to make a comment about our to still honor our own and to give credit where credit is due. And it's a great privilege to know that we have someone in our community that it speaks to the quality of work we've done here in this community. And I think the comp plan we talked about tonight is a great example of us trying in our community as part of it. Just want to make another quick comment. Issues, and recently a lot of them are related to internet connectivity. We'll probably hear comments on the area is having this random outages. It's been happening to us. To find a solution, but please understand that this is an issue that's not our IT company, it's not our equipment. This is a
Boards, commissions, and committees, upcoming meetings. Tuesday, the 20th. The River Park Advisory and Revitalization Committee is next Thursday, the 22nd. We have approved minutes from the Planning Commission and from LASA. Their minutes are long, their meetings must be
it must be really little.
that. I'm thinking I'm not going there.
I just want to thank Chief Romer, Corporal learned a lot. That's it.
Okay, I had a couple things. First, to 6:30 prior to heart, and all are welcome to attend that. The other thing I wanted to give Jake more work or whoever does that, but I think beyond the bikes, I mean, people stop me and my husband practically daily, at least they're going behind the canoe shack, and we guide them over, in some cases take them over because they with an arrow on the ground where those stencils are faded. Rather than the bike stencil, the word trail with an arrow. I've seen people turn around and they just stand there like they're totally lost. And, you know, I just think it makes sense if we're trying to guide them to the trail to
I know there is signage up there, but it's where the signs are. So
yeah,
we'll
I
just
think
do-
they're getting lost in
That's a
the
good idea.
mix
We'll
of
do it.
signs. I just think they look down and don't even see.
Wasn't there a color that was being used Yeah, Patrick Wright, because we talked about positive. I think it was the green color. So that, you may want to be.
And then the only other thing I was going to ask Evan was, did we hear any more about the appeal on the Airbnb adjustments?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Sure.
Saturday. Under great car show, sold out, so. To me today that, accused me of municipality. That is totally false and misleading. But it has nothing to do with the children and their safety. So I just want to make that clear that we would do everything. For Karen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Okay, I would like to welcome Pennsylvania Furniture Bank. They're a nonprofit organization. They give free furniture to people who qualify, and they also accept donations. And also on your achievement.
Thank you.
Get them out while we're still on the air. That's what I thank you for. That's what I was going to say. I was
Follow up with it. Yeah, I'm certified borough official for the number of classes I've taken. And uncontrolled crosswalks and trail crossings. Yes. My stick on monkeys. And Councilperson Brigard.
Far beat me to it. Congratulations, Heather. Elsewhere, but I do recognize that you spend a lot of time because I believe your heart really is about the borough. You also spend an inordinate amount of time studying. I think it's commendable. Thank you on behalf of the folks in the borough. Thank you. Also, I was really encouraged to see such support for the emergency services and public safety. (911), police, fire, EMS, getting.
That was a huge topic last week. That was a huge topic last week. In fact, there were 2 sessions that the state and I just completely lost my train of thought. But no, I just want to say as summer's getting town, see all the people in the market house. It's been great. This weekend there was a really nice flag-day ceremony in the park. There's a whole things that are happening, because it really is great to see so many people out and about. Council will hold a regular meeting. And this evening, we will be adjourning to an executive session to discuss personnel issues. Could I have a motion? By Councilperson Stahl to adjourn at 9:04 p.m. All in